Thank you. For more, let me bring in the House Republican Conference Secretary, Indiana Congresswoman Erin Houchin. Congresswoman, always a pleasure to have you. Let me just pick up right there where Jess just left off in Doha. How seriously should we be taking these new threats when it comes to shipping in the Red Sea and the fact that it sounds like a new front is opening up in this war?
Yeah, I think we should take them very seriously. We have seen from Iran violations of the ceasefire again and again. I think President Trump is right. I'm not sure that they're not ready to make a deal. They may not be willing to make a deal. We've known this for decades that Iran can't be trusted to hold to their word. We've seen this again and again. So we need to get the strait working and open again and protected from these threats and these strikes. So that's why the supplemental that we just passed was so important, and passing the NDAA was so important this week to this effort to try to once and for all tamp this down so that we can get shipping moving and gas prices back going in the right direction.
And talk to me a little bit more about the bill. The House just narrowly passed it yesterday, this massive spending bill that would provide up to $95 billion for the Iran war. The Pentagon just said the war has already cost more than $37 billion so far, but that's only a fraction of what you and your House colleagues just greenlit. So how much longer do you expect this war to go on?
You know, that's can't be known. I think that's up to Iran and whether or not they will abide by these negotiations. But the supplemental was critically important. It has a provision in there that has the Save America Act, which the majority of Americans support. We've been unable to get it through the Senate. The House of Representatives have passed it 3 times, now 4 times. So we do hope that we will get this through. The defense supplemental, though, is very important to make sure that our warfighters have everything that they need and that we are exhibiting peace through strength around the world. The worst thing that could happen is to allow Iran to get a nuclear weapon. They were operating in Venezuela before we took out Maduro, and that's a real threat to the homeland of the United States of America. This is not a far distant war. Iran has been a proxy for terror around the world, and it's very close to our shores. So if I had one message to the American people, it would be that this has been a war to prevent threats to the homeland, not in a distant country, and we're going to make sure that our warfighters and the American people are secure by putting forward this very important funding.
I know just a little bit ago you said Iran might not even be willing to make a deal. So do you think that diplomacy and getting back to the negotiating table, has that window closed? And if so, can we actually bomb our way to peace or any sort of long-term agreement with Iran?
Yeah, I don't think the window is closed. I think what is significant in this particular conflict is the other Middle Eastern countries that are backing the play of the United States of America that have made this a critical piece. I've visited those countries. They don't want a nuclear Iran either. It increases this instability in the region. It is up to Iran if they want to come back to the table. I hope we will get a ceasefire and that these negotiations will go forward and that we will have peace. But that is dependent upon Iran abiding by their agreements, which they have not yet shown a willingness to do in the long term.
Would you support putting boots on the ground for this at some point?
I think it's too soon to say that. I would trust our leaders, Marco Rubio, Secretary Hegseth, of course, Vice President Vance and President Trump, and our military leaders to make the decisions that are necessary to ensure the safety of American people at home and abroad.
Congresswoman Erin Houchin of Indiana, thank you for your time, ma'am, as always. Have a wonderful day. Well, now